Hello folks, welcome to Branson Guided Fishing Trips Weekly Fishing Report. Today is Sunday, June the 30th. This report is for Stockton Lake. As we all know, the lake's high and some of the ramps are closed. There are places that you can put in. State Park Marina will let you put in there, at your own risk. And then there's other ramps throughout the lake. Up by Orleans Trail, there's a couple of ramps. Some of them are private, but they will let you put in there at your own risk. The lake's fishing good. The best bite for as far as the crappie are concerned are anywhere from 26 to 30 foot in brush piles, and a jig chartreuse or a chartreuse and pink jig tipped with a minnow. Fish in and around that brush have been taking the most crappie. It seems to be the best as far as crappie fishing goes if you've got brush. I'm not saying you can't catch them away from it, but I would say 90% of the bite for us is in and around that brush. And it's, as shallow as 26 and as deep as 30. Just depends on where you're fishing and the clarity of the water. As far as the walleye go, walleye fishing's been around 25 to 28 for us. A chartreuse jig, 1/8 ounce jig tipped with a night crawler has been the best for us. Fish close to the bottom and in and around brush as well. As far as the bass fishing's really good. You can catch a lot of fish shallow in and around all the cover that's now flooded. You can catch them on a buzzbait, a black buzzbait with a gold blade, a white buzzbait with a gold blade. Seems like one day they like one over the other. Also catching a few fish if you get a cloudy day or a windy day on a spinnerbait in and around that stuff. And then catching a lot of fish on a Spro. It's called a G-Finesse jig head. It's a wacky jig head. It's 3/32 ounce. I'm catching some on 3/32 and as much as an eighth, depending on how thick the cover is. But with just a wacky rig Senko. Best colors have been black and blue and green pumpkin. I mean, that's pretty much all I've throwed. Okeechobee Crawl is another one that's been a good one. It's like a green pumpkin with blue flake. As far as what you want to do and fish around, you're just pitching and fishing around the bushes and the trees and stuff like that, and just fish real slow and you'll catch those bass that way as well. Also flipping a 3/8 and a 1/2 ounce pig sticker jig, throwing black and blue, Okeechobee Crawl, California 420 been the best colors, just tipped with a twin tail of your choice, whether it be a Chomper's 4 or 5 inch twin tail or a Yamamoto. A Spreed Crawl will work too. I'm just out of them. I'm waiting on a new batch from them from Tackle Warehouse. As far as offshore stuff, still catching a lot of fish on a Spro Fat Papa 70 and a DD22 out there on the main lake points and main lake flats that got deeper brush on them. And then I'm catching them on a plum, a Lake Fork 8-inch plum, and a red bug worm, ribbon tail worm, with a 1/4 ounce or 5/16 ounce weight, throwing it on 15-pound test. In and around that brush seems to be key for the worm bite. There's a lot of fish out there. There's a lot of fish biting out there. So be safe. Take care of yourself. Be safe on the water. Don't hit anything. Just watch where you're going and be aware of your surroundings. And until next week, good fishing. Good luck. Take care.